Hi everyone. So today's session we are going to start. I'm your host and expert speaker for the day. Uh, my name is Jigarjit Singh. Most of you might know me already, but for those who don't know me, so I'm founder and managing director at JW Infotech. JW Infotech is a company that we established 13 years ago. So if you guys can hear me, so we are live on YouTube as well as on LinkedIn. So if you guys can see me, hear me, please react so that I can know that you guys can hear me so that we can continue with the session today. Yeah. So today we are going to talk about the power of prompts and how we can use the AI or the tools we have for the next 1.5 hours, so that if you have any questions, just keep on um, adding it to the comment sections on LinkedIn. I will keep an eye during the complete session, so we'll be taking those questions alongside. Starting with what is prompt engineering and why is it critical today? So we will take this question first. The rise of prompt engineering came with the rise of generative AI tools. For those of you who do not know what generative AI tools are, generative AI can be understood as artificial intelligence in its own power, which can has certain logic and certain background, certain learning from different data sets, which can produce results by itself. So if a AI tool can generate something on its own, so it is called a generative AI tool. Okay. And this uh, prompt engineering is giving prompts to that particular AI tool to generate that thing. So um, prompt engineering in itself is a new field which coming up as we grow. It is a field in which each one of us would have to learn how to write the prompt and how to manage, how to get expected results from that particular AI tool. Okay. Any questions up till now? Okay. So we'll go ahead and take the next question. These questions I have got from Reddit, online, and even people who meet me during my sessions. So they ask me. So we have compiled this list and taking these questions one at a time, so that we can have this in recorded form as well, so that I can refer people whoever wants it in the future and can go through this. Okay. So second question is, how do models like GPT interpret fonts, these prompts? So these prompts are actually, let's say, generative AI based. So you have to think, it is a machine which has a lot of data, and it has been, these models have been trained on those data sets. And then if you're asking it to do something, so you will have to um, give it certain parameters in the form of the prompt you are writing, so that it can generate something. Okay. So let's say you want to get a response, you want to learn something new, right? So let's start with that. So one way is writing. Let's say you want to learn how to do marketing, for instance. So you will write, you will log in first of all to one of these um, AI tools websites, and then you will write how to do marketing. So That is as simple as that. So it will give you a response, of course, based on the data sets it has. But let's say you want to do marketing for a specific field, so you are into um, maybe branding, so you want to do marketing for a cafe or something like that. So you will write, I want to learn marketing for a cafe, can you help me strategize for that? So you will get a better response. Okay. So the next question is, understanding AI's role in content creation, automation, and problem solving. So AI, specifically generative AI, is playing a very big role in content creation nowadays. So most of the content you see on social media platforms is AI generated, and you, if you are into content creation, so you will have to learn how to generate proper font, uh, proper content using that AI, and um, other than that, so other things which AI can do has a vast domain. So there are a lot of things AI can do. So automation and problem solving are part of that. But today we are just talking about prompt engineering, so we will stick to that, and AI's role based on that. So moving on to how we can craft these from prompts. So you need to learn how to do that by simply iteration. So you will have to do like make different kind of prompts, and those prompts will have to be like refined over time, and uh, that is how you will get uh, these, like the responses you are looking for. uh, Most common mistakes I have seen people doing in these like prompt generation is, they do not give, so it is a machine, right? So you need to give it proper context and uh, proper value, what you are looking for in the response. So that is a common mistake that people do. People do not give it context or background. So as in the first example you've seen, so first we just wrote how like you want to learn marketing, so it's like give me tips to learn, like steps to learn marketing, right? But when we are looking for a marketing for a cafe, so we will write like, we are going to strategize, you have to act as a let's say marketing strategist. So that way we start like refining the prompt. First we give it role, then we also give it a context that it is for a cafe. So you are a marketing strategist for a cafe, and now give me a strategy which will help me market the cafe better. So that way you can refine your prompt. So that is like one day to like one to do prompts. Second is the practices depth and clarity of refining a prompt. So like I have seen very long prompts. There are a lot of examples on the internet. Let me try to bring one in the comments section. Let me ask my one of my team members to put it in the comments. uh, Prompt to create a, let's say, create a code. So how do you do that? So while I just, can you guys hear me? So if you guys are able to hear me, just give a shout out in uh, yeah, there is this question I see from Pavan Bhandari. I'm putting it up on the screen. Do Indian SMEs Uh, Hiring for prompt engineers exclusively? No. So I haven't seen that exclusive hiring, Pavan. But the thing is, so we do need to uh, learn, because let's say you are hired for a uh, uh, so let me take some background. So what field are you from? If you can put that in the comments. So if you are from IT, so let's say if a IT company hires you for coding, or if you are from marketing, a company hires you for marketing. So what do you like? We want the work to be, as a founder or as a manager, I would like my work to be done faster. So how can you do it faster? So you have to learn these tools. The new age tools are using prompt engineering, right? So that way you will get a advantage. Yeah, so marketing, you say. So that way you will get advantage over others. And so if you know the techniques of doing prompts better, so you can give like better results, and that way you can in the career ladder, so you can grow faster. So that is the whole purpose of learning this, because in career building, so there is this in even life you have to be adaptable. So this is the newest tool and everybody is using it. So you need to be like, you need to learn this just to get ahead of the curve and be better than others. This is one thing. Next one would be, next question which we will take for the day is, which I have got from Reddit, and it is like, minor how minor changes make a very big difference in getting the responses. So let's say AI, we as we took the first example for marketing only. So first you wrote, I want to learn marketing. Can you help me with? So it will just be a 2 line or a 4 line, like a maybe a page of an answer with certain basic things which you can find on Google. But you want it to be your teacher, right? So uh, prompt engineering can help you do that. So you will put a whole thing. So act as my teacher and uh, get me results. So you will say, be my teacher, I want to learn marketing. You will add those context. So make your prompt, refine your prompt. So there is this next question is from one of our members who is attending the session on LinkedIn. How can we take? So I think Praveen ji, it is that how can we get more leads using prompt engineering, right? So correct me if I'm wrong. Until then, I will answer according to that. So uh, we can use prompt engineering, as in we can't directly using prompt engineering we can't get direct leads. uh, you can use it, create more content which will help you market things better, and in turn get you more leads. So let's say what are big companies doing, right? So they are creating more and more content, they are creating more and more uh, let's say content around their certain profile. So if you are a marketer, or you are a IT guy, or you are having specific niche, right? So you have to create more and more content around that so that people can see you. But always you can't alone do it, so you need a team, right? But how you can make the team more proficient? So the team can be made more proficient using these tools. Okay, so directly you can't generate leads using prompt engineering, but indirectly it will help you. uh, I will be coming next to, uh, yes, like Bajaj did. So create more and more content, but not in the way that that content doesn't have relevance to your field, but create as much content as you can around your field, and that will somehow get you more leads, like both inbound and outbound, because things spread, and if it is relevant to your field, so you will get a lot of leads. I hope I am able to answer. So you can just let me know by saying yes or whatever you feel like. So if you have a counter question, please put it there. I'll take that up as well. So the next question would be how like practical applications of prompt engineering. So most of you are from different fields and want, I think you are curious about knowing how we can apply prompt engineering, right? So first would be the first example we took was of marketing. So we can create more content, as well as we can create uh, chatbots uh, which will engage with the uh, audience or the customer base. So let's say somebody lands on your website, or somebody, you have an application, so somebody lands on that, and you can't be there, or your team can't be there 24/7, right? So in that case, you create a customer base or a customer w- which is coming there. You will have a chatbot there which will answer like some basic questions, or even using AI, so you can give contextual answers. So next stream which we can do is like how prompt engineering is helping in software development. So in coding, it is playing a very big role. Nowadays we can write complete code of websites, code of applications, just using AI itself, right? So of course, some of the people will be worried about losing their jobs, but that is not true, right? So losing the jobs um, is only going to happen if you are not upskilling yourself. So um, you can use AI to uh, get more. Excuse me. So I was saying that you can use AI to build more audience, and then you can use AI to create code itself, and then you can optimize that code. You can debug that code. You can do a lot of stuff with that code. Um, Next would be data science and analytics. So next field, um automation, insights, and data-driven decisions can be made by LLMs or generative AI both. But how can you automate for unknown paths, right? So you can use generative AI for doing that. Okay. Next, very good use cases in research and development. So while you are researching, so you can use uh, generative AI tools to research even better. So even you can give certain prompts in a way where you can uh, like, so let's say you have a research like white paper, so you put white paper into the some AI tool, and you can leverage it to get better results in on based on that research. So the next, Pavan, you have another question, I see. So what leverage will do SaaS products have it is getting easier to build products with AI? Yes. So as I said that coding can be done using AI tools, right? So there are so many no code tools already there in the market. So SaaS products can easily be built on AI, but it depends on what your target ICP is. So ICP is ideal customer profile. Sorry. So you need to figure out what your ideal customer profile is, and then only SaaS products will be beneficial, right? So AI can be used to create SaaS products. AI can be used inside SaaS products. So I have seen certain companies while I was researching about something, which are just based on AI. Their tools inside that are based on AI, and those AIs, like the things happening inside that SaaS product, are all automated using AI. So those kind of things are happening, and many companies are just acquiring the companies built on that model. I hope I answered your question, Pan. So if I answer, just say yes or something in the comment. So it helps me move on in the session. The next would be, what is future of prompt engineering, and how AI driven workflows are taking over the, like, the whole, I would say, environment or the ecosystem, specifically in IT domain, I would say, or anything related to digital sense. So even in e-commerce, AIs can be used, right? Uh, so there are these auto GPT models and AI agents being created, right? So how many of you have heard about um, AI agents and AI tools or something like that? So if you have heard about it, so AI agents are based on certain LLM models. So what they do is they interpret our text, like, so full form of LLM is, first of all, large language models, right? So they take our language into consideration, then using the data set they already have, they give a response. Okay, so that is how it works. So the next thing would be taking ethical consideration, right? So we can't just let loose of AI and one day, like Transformers movie, AI takes over the world, right? So it shouldn't be happening. So we have to um, do the development in a controlled manner, and we will also have to take into consideration the bias. Like some I feel something like good about something, so it shouldn't be going in the data itself. So let's say I like chocolate ice cream over all the ice cream flavors. uh, so that way my liking for chocolate flavor ice cream would go inside the tool I am building, and whenever somebody asks what flavor of ice cream should I take, so it will always be chocolate. So that shouldn't be, like, I am giving just a childish example, but I hope you guys understand how important it is to consider the bias of the AI system. Similarly, there is hallucination, misinformation, and certain AI governance coming up next. Okay, so Pavan, you have rephrased your question now. So, what leverage do existing products like CRMs or a product management tool have in future? Pavan, if you look at Salesforce, so that is one example of tools, right? So what they are doing is they are acquiring other SaaS products as well as tools to do their work better. But if we talk about, let's say, it is a AI based tool, so in that case, it will have leverage over others, right? So there will be certain steps which will be automated, and certain like the answer comes back to adaptability. So if the tool is adaptable to the new environment and nature, for example, again Salesforce, so what Salesforce is doing is like acquiring more and more companies, integrating their technology into their own, and moving forward, right? Similarly in SaaS tools, specifically, or existing, like if you can give me certain examples of the tools you are saying, so I would be able to answer more, because that will of course give me some context from which, like, so SaaS products is a very big domain, and similarly CRMs, there are a lot of CRMs, right? And project, like product management tools or project management tools, there are a lot of those. So if you can give me some more context, so I will be able to help you even more. And going back to are questions from other, like the question list. uh, what's next for AI powered workflows and career opportunities in prompt engineering? There are a lot of career opportunities coming, not just in prompt engineering, but let's say data analysis as well as other fields. If you know how to use these tools, it will be way better than just doing it from by yourself, right? So let's say if you can do 7 days of work in one day, will that be better, or will you continue to do it in 7 days manually? So that is one consideration you should have while learning prompt engineering. So let me quickly give you certain examples of prompts being used. I'll try to put them in the comments as well, so that you can see for yourself how, like, what difference does it make when you um so let's say sorry guys, excuse me for a second. I'll just pull out the prompts I had for today, and then we'll continue the session. If you have any questions, just keep on pushing them in the comments, and we will take them one at a time. So first example is of I gave ChatGPT a prompt saying what is marketing. Just this much, right? If you can see on my screen, so you will be able to see that now. Prompt was what is marketing, and it gave me a very short response. So it gave me like 5 key aspects of marketing, saying that marketing is the process of prompting, selling, and distributing a product or a service to potential customers, and it involves understanding consumer needs. So this is a very basic information which you can get from Google itself, right? So why do you need tools like ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude, for the matter of fact, right? So when you refine your prompt saying that I want you to act as a marketing expert and teach me the strategies to um, market a new cafe in tier 2 cities in India. Feel free to ask me any questions before producing the response. So let's see what does it say, right? So it says that's a great challenge. Before I dive into marketing strategies, I need a few more details about your cafe. Theme and USP, target audience, location, pricing strategy, marketing budget. So that way, it will ask you the questions which are relevant, and it will build context based on that, and then give you a better refined response. I hope this is helping you in understanding how uh, prompts help. I think there's another question by somebody. Let me see. Praveen has asked, in the context of software development, how can prompt engineering enhance the efficiency of AI driven coding assistance and automated testing frameworks? So, Praveen, we are actually using AI in our testing tools. So we have in-house testing tools which we use, and like certain frameworks we have built. So those are helping us. We have used certain prompts, like to build those frameworks itself, so that it can refine the. Let's say if we talk about UI UX testing, so in that case, so we have tried to help it with certain context on how the UI UX can be better, right? So it's not about just about like teaching it how to do it, right? So you need to give it the context, give it the market, um, and for the AI driven coding assistants you are asking, so those, I hope those are based on AI agents, right? So agentic coding is happening everywhere. So now you can just give a prompt even on chat GPT and get a full Python code, and then uh, debug it as well in the same chat itself. I hope I answered your question. So, um, if not, you can of course ask counter questions so that it actually helps me refine my answer as well. Going back to our example, so let's say now I am going to take it even further, and so the example we had taken was of marketing a cafe. So now I am going to enter certain like the answers to the questions it had asked. What makes your cafe unique? So that is the question chat GPT has asked me. So um, I'm answering this with my cafe is a farm to table based cafe. It targets Gen Z and people of other ages who are into healthy eating. So next, it has asked me your target audience. So that also I have answered in this, that the target audience is Gen Z and the people who are healthy eating. So now it is asked me the location. So I am saying it is located near a IT park, near an IT park. It is next question. It has asked me pricing strategy. So affordable, mid range, or premium. So I would say mid range. It is mid-range. The next it has asked me brand name, logo. So let's say we call it. Can you guys suggest some names for a cafe that is farm to table? Eat O Fresh. Let's say Eat O Fresh is the brand name. There is not much competition. So now let's see what it suggests. Yeah, so it has given me a complete marketing strategy. Uh, Health conscious marketing, organic, fresh, and sustainable. So let me try to bring this to the screen so that you guys can also have a look. Mm, If you guys can see my screen, let me make it full screen. So this is the complete thing. So first I said what is marketing, and this is the response I got. Just a simple response with basic things, and then I asked it. I want to act as a marketing expert and teach me the strategies to market a new cafe in tier 2 cities India. Feel free to ask me any questions. So it gave me a list of questions which I answered in this paragraph which I was communicating to you, and that sounds like a fantastic concept. So this is what it has given me. So Gen Z and IT professions are active online, community building, corporate tie-ups, and wellness events. So it has given me a tagline: eat clean, live fresh, highlighting freshness, ingredients, and everything. So if you guys want it, I can send it to you, or of course you can use chat gpt by yourself and like take uh, get these answers. So next would be next up on agenda is I will also let me share another example with you. Live example, of course. Similarly, let me just start a new chat window with chat GPT. Just for those who are curious, so I'm using the free version of chat GPT. So if we are using a paid version, so even the answers would be more refined. So again, let's take another example of coding. So let's say I have to write a script. Write me a Python code uh, snip for a web scraper which can scrape data, crawl through data, crawl through data, and um, crawl through data on Google for specific business type and location. So let's say we run it in the console. It now has an option to run as well. So enter the business type. So let's say we play around with it, and let's say this is not working. Can you debug this further? Yeah. So once we put the API keys from different uh, sources, now it should be working well. Even in the first time, it should work well. But I'm just giving you examples so that you guys can do some basic coding by yourself. Okay. Coming back to what we were doing, what we were discussing earlier. So by this time, I think you should be able to understand the importance of prompt engineering and how um, like different industries are being affected by it. So um, let's take example of the banking industry. So how um, let me try to understand the audience we have here. So which field are you from? If you can comment and let me know. So Rosie is from HR. What about others? So I see Praveen, Jaskaran, Pavan. Uh, which fields are you from? One, anyways, Pavan, I think I know yours. We discussed it. It was marketing. What about others? Okay. So let's say because Rosie is the first one to comment, so let's take her um, industry into consideration. How HR is being affected by prompt engineering. So let's say Rosie, you are trying to find somebody um, in HR field. So how would you um do this? Like, so let's say you have to create a post to get talent acquisition, right? So you also do talent acquisition from me because you are from my team, so I know better about what you guys do. So let's take an example of talent acquisition live right now and create a JD, for example. Let me reshare my screen with chat GPT. Let me know once you guys can see my screen. Yes. So I think you should be able to see my screen now. Uh, I am and I am a talent, or let's say let's make ChatGPT the talent acquisitions specialist. You have to act as an talent acquisition. Sorry for my spellings. Acquisition specialist, and we are hiring for Python developer of tech lead with experience in leading a 10-member team and creating web crawlers. And the company, let me take my company's example. The company name is JW Infotech Private Limited, located in Mohali. Create a job description to be posted on LinkedIn as a post, and Naukri Naukri as an opening. Here you go. So JD created in less than a minute, right? So now you can send it to your manager as a talent acquisition expert, and get it approved and post it online. So it also put a wrong email, so keep those things in check. So it will hallucinate as well. So it will feel that you are giving a company name, so it will have a .com domain. So are you an experienced uh, so it has given years by itself, right? So we didn't tell it to and so you can edit it right here as well if you want to add or delete something. So this is one. Next one is Ruvini. So you are from IT again. uh, so for you, let's take a new example. So let's say act as a quality assurance tech lead, and write an email to the manager for leave of absence on the occasion on maybe on family emergency. So it will give you an email, right? So making your lives easier, not just coding, but the boring stuff you have to do, you can just ask uh, chat gpt to do it for you, right? Next one is media. So let's take another example. Cre- act as an social media expert and create a post with an image of a gentleman in Silicon Valley having a meeting. See, so you get a person in Silicon Valley with high rise buildings, and he's standing in a meeting. So this is one example. So further, you can refine this by saying the company name. It can add company name and other things as well. So um, let's go and dig deeper into this one, creating the images, right? I got a question on YouTube as well. So they are asking me to uh, maybe go a step in depth into creating images, like better images. So let me just reshare my window. Yes, so refine the image further. uh, Acting as an graphic designer, adding certain elements of a meeting, like an acquisition meeting going successful. So it has word added the word acquisition success, and it has shown the growth chart, and everybody is clapping, have charts on that. So that is how it is doing. Any specific questions or anything you want me to dive, feel free to comment anytime. So I'm just trying to help you guys, and these like comments and likes of yours keep me motivated to keep doing these sessions. And even my team, we collectively always get like motivated because of these likes, comments, and everything. Let's start a new chat and coming back to IT. Let's say we give it a image. Let me just try to drop an image from. Let me find an image of. Uh, let's find. Let me just upload the image of this session we are having. If you, I think I stopped sharing my screen again. Let me reshare my screen so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Here. So you can see my screen again. So I have attached the image of the session today. So can you go through the image attached and give me a summary of the information in this image? I hope you guys can see the image. I have attached this image for it to do its magic. So it has given us certain things. So yes, so it has given my name, of course, date and time. It is a online session. Website it has given wrong. So it has given the name of and organized by. Let's say we ask further, and um, the website seems to be wrong. Can you double check? Yes. So if you can see, so it has refined it further, and also, like a human said, thank you, thanks for catching that. Let me know if you need anything else. What do you think this session would be? Next example for who are getting bored would be of content creation. So don't leave without that. Yeah. So it has given a basic description of our LinkedIn live without even knowing what it like actually is. So now coming back to content creation, because people are more into content creation, it seems, and lead generation. So let's say act as the CEO, let's say CEO of JW Infotech. Your domains are your domains are quality software, quality assurance, and AI implementation. Create and create a LinkedIn post to generate leads. From uh, let's define the ICP as well. So let's say your ICP is startups, scale ups in IT or digital domain. So that's it. In less than a minute, you got a post. So further, you can, let's say you want another post. Uh, Create a LinkedIn. Let's say now let's change it to create a post to go with the webinar. Not that way. So let's define the ICP. Can you help me refine the ICP further? So now you can pick and choose from the list it has provided to know what and who your ICP is. For those who don't know ICP, so it is ideal customer profile. So who can be your ideal customer? Let me see if I can give you a further like a I have had an image of an very good prompt, so let me just grab it real quick and get back, like reshare my screen. So after this particular example, we will be opening the like the questions. So we will take few other questions as well. So if you guys have, let me know. um Let me just, it is downloaded now. I'm attaching. So the prompt goes as act as my personal. This I received in some WhatsApp group which I liked. So today was a session, so I felt like I would share it with you guys as well. Act as a my personal strategic advisor with the following context. You have an IQ of 180. You are brutally honest and direct. You have built multiple billion-dollar companies. You have deep expertise in psychology, strategy, and execution. You care about my success, but won't tolerate excuses. You focus on leverage. You think in systems and root causes. Similarly, it goes ahead, right? So now I'll ask. Read the prompt and take it into consideration while we uh, communicate in this chat. So let's give it now the question that we are not able to generate leads. Analyze my mistakes. Let's say I hope you guys can see the answer, right? So you can see the power of the answer. So it is giving brutally honest answers. Your offer isn't compelling enough, your targeting is off, your messaging is off. And then further, you can give your company's context and you will get further answers. So now we have come to our last session section of our this webinar. So if we have further questions, so then we can take them right away. Let me stop sharing my screen and let's look up for further questions. Anybody has any questions, any domain, anything, um, you can post it right now on LinkedIn and even on YouTube. If we do, I will be able to see it. Anyone, any questions? Or are you guys just sleeping? Okay. So if there are no more questions in next 30 seconds, we will call off the session for the day. And I hope we were able to create value for all of you. And thank you for joining us. 10 more seconds. Thank you for joining us. And this was Jigarjit Singh, co-founder of JW Infotech, and our partners for today were InnoNexus and Concepts and Careers, who help us uh, arrange these sessions for free and help you all with certain aspects specifically related to technology, because we are a technology, like JW Infotech is a technology company. Thank you for joining us, and thanks once again. I know it is late in night, and good night. See you. Thank you.